Hello and welcome back to the ArchMagosArchives.
Archives.
Is this free for all? Yes, it is.
Chivalry again, yeah.
Because we
I
like
don't know,
Chivalry.
we just keep on coming back to this
It's
game.
just
I mean,
a
it's
fun
not
damn
like
game.
it's a really good. It's a fun game. I mean, it's not like the best game of all time, but I don't know. There's something. It's just really easy to kind of. Slip
It's
into
actually
to play
good
a couple
first-person
rounds.
sword combat, which is
Yeah, it's very hard to find.
yeah. I mean, the three combat games, the three ways I feel combat works are shooting, which is can be guns or anything like that, guns, magic, etc. Sword combat. And third-person sword combat. So the first two are first-person, and then the other one's third-person. And, well, actually, third-person can be shooting or sword combat. So each of them has, like, two options, basically. First-person sword combat that's done well is rare. First-person shooting
That
combat...
is Chivalry.
Yeah, that is Chivalry, Dark Messiah, Might and Magic, and I'm pretty sure literally nothing else. Because, to be fair, the Elder Scrolls games are very fun, but they have horrible combat. They're
I
very
won't say
repetitive.
it's horrible, just because there's different. It's just not. It's really pretty.
It's not good. All the weapons
It's
feel the
iterative,
same.
repetitive. It's just not.
I mean, they're fun games. Don't get me wrong. I like them. It just the actual combat itself isn't very. It's not necessarily the focus of the game, and it's not very well done. It's not like you have.
And that's
different...
the thing. It should be the focus of the game because that's what the game's about.
Yeah, like with this, there's like multiple attack options. Even with Ziggurat, which is a roguelike magic game.
You just did a video on it.
Yes, and it has multiple multiple attack options for everything. I mean, it's good. First-person shooters, which is the other sort of first-person style of game. I mean, obviously there's others, but I'm just kind of overly simplifying it for the purposes of this. They are normally fine. There's a few different variations, but overall they're generally more or less the same thing.
Generally, I mean, there are definitely
yeah,
worse ones and there are better ones, but in general, it's all revolving around the same general concept.
Which can be very well done.
Long-range combat.
Yeah, like if you think about it, you have games like Call of Duty, which are pretty poor for a number of reasons, and then there's games such as
Blacklight Retribution,
which is basically Call of Duty,
or Titanfall,
which is basically all Call of Duty.
Not really. That's the thing.
Gunplay-wise,
Call of Duty
I'm
is
talking about
literally just the
specifically
basis
gunplay-wise.
of which everything. Blacklight has a bunch of different kind of modifications on it, and so does Titanfall.
I'm
That's the
not
whole
talking about
parkour
that,
system.
though. I'm talking about the actual basis of the gunplay.
Yeah, it's all based around that kind of gunplay.
Yeah, and I'm talking about, then there's other kinds of gunplay, something along the lines of Counter-Strike, which is sort of similar, but it is actually different in just base gunplay. And, okay, so that's kind of the first-person combat ones, and there are a few other types kind of within that, but they're not as common, I guess. Then, now third-person combat, there's third-person shooters. I smell smoke. Is that my computer?
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
Just assume it's not, and move on with our lives.
So I'm feeling my computer. My computer does not feel unbelievably hot, so...
Feeling it up? Okay, cool.
Seriously, what the hell smells like smoke?
Probably cooking.
No one's cooking. So...
Yeah, you know, smoke just happens.
I'm one second.
Maybe your house is burning down.
That's a very probable thing, actually.
No, it's not.
Well,
Yeah.
it smells like it's probable. I wonder if there's like a... I don't know what it is. It smells like fire smoke. Whatever. Okay, so yeah. Then there's third-person combat games such as Dark Souls that kind of focuses more on the melee combat. And this is where I feel melee combat is done the best in these kind of third-person combat games, is they have just a lot more
The thing
room.
is, Dark Souls is more of an action RPG. It's definitely more action-based, whereas
I'm
this
talking
is...
about action-based.
No, I know, but whereas Chivalry is somehow more weighty.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about there's first person and there's third person, and why third person is normally better for this kind of combat. Not as opposed to like that. I mean, I do sort of get what you mean, but I mean...
I don't think that's true at all.
You don't? Give me
Third
a
person
counterexample.
is better than first person.
For the case of melee combat, for the most part?
Yeah, here's a counterexample. This game.
Yes. And then the other counterexample, like we said earlier, is Dark Messiah. Other examples of where first-person melee combat is actually very well done.
Yeah.
Like, there are none. I mean, sure, this game is fantastic.
What are examples? Dark Souls?
Of third-person combat, Dark Souls, any sort of spectacle fighter game.
So, like...
Devil May Cry,
Is
Dark
it? No, that
Siders.
doesn't have really that great combat, though.
That does. It has fantastic combat. Bayonetta, etc., etc. I can't think of any more off the top of my head. I don't play that style of game that much. But
I don't really like Devil May Cry's combat that much.
oh yeah, but it's still the thing is it's still
It's
more.
a weird complaint, but
Yeah, it's that's kind of more of a. Does he have a sandwich on him? That is kind of more of a subjective thing now, you know.
yeah.
As it is kind of, there are more options for one weapon and the way you fight than, for instance, with like. Well, I'll give an example. Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which is left click. Like I'll give if this was Oblivion, I'll tell you how many attack moves you'd have. You'd have left click.
Then right click.
No, then left click hold, which would do sort of a power attack. And then right click, which is block. And that's essentially all the options you'd have. Then of course there are some slight variations because you can dual wield and then you can do other things like that. But I mean, for the most part, it's pretty
basic.
I'm like really worried my computer is just literally dying right now. Because it smells
What
like
the hell? I went from about 50 FPS to 1. Actually, less than 1.
Off with your head. Off with it, damn it. There we go.
Oh, it's Flux. Damn it, Flux.
Flux?
Yeah, it's a thing where you should look it up. It's actually a pretty cool program. It basically just reduces eye strain. So when when evening comes, it makes your computer screen more orange and kind of like helps eye strain and helps you go to sleep easier.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, but it causes horrible lag for about 5 seconds and then it stops. But just because it's like, it's not just a changing, it's like a whole gradient thing, so it's slowly changing, it causes like soups lag for like 2 seconds. And then it's good though. Ah,
No, noob.
Ah!
Is that you who just fell off the edge that I was fighting?
Yeah, that was me and you.
Yeah. I just saw you fall and it's like, oh. I don't get the kill, but I feel that's...
You know what? That is good.
Yeah. I'll still say it was worth it. It's still so worth it. Get on over here, friends. Beef food for the slaughter. I'm out of practice in this game. I'm not first. I'm not first, I'm out of practice.
I've never been good at this game.
Indeed. You have 8 kills.
It's fun, though.
It is fun. But yeah, this is one of the few... Yeah, I mean, I really want more first-person games that have actually in-depth combat mechanics. Like, even Dark Messiahs isn't, like, as good as it could be. I mean, it's fine, but just the enemies are just so freaking sword spongy that it just is less fun. That's my one issue with the game. I don't mind being killed in 2 hits. That's perfectly fine with me. My issue is that it takes 150 hits to kill the enemy, and then you have to, like, super attack
Yeah,
them.
it takes 2 hits to kill you. It should take, like, 5 hits to kill the enemy.
That's what I feel that's fire about Dark Souls. Sure, the enemies kill you in 1 or 2 hits, but it also doesn't take you that long to kill them unless it's a boss, and then bosses are fair, because obviously they're bosses. I mean, the game is hard. I'll give Dark Messiah of Might and Magic that it's hard, but it's sort of hard for the wrong reasons. It's not, I'm playing on hard difficulty, but it's hard because the enemies are so tough, it takes you forever to kill them.
Yeah.
It's less hard for me because I have a pouch that has infinite arrows, so I can just hit them with my bow for 7 hours and kill them. And I can do that because there's like no other way around this part I'm on, so I kind of just... I think it was a little bit over halfway through the game. I was like, this isn't worth playing at the moment because I don't want to... I could finish this part, but it would take me about 3 hours of just hitting these guys in the head with a bow.
Yeah.
And sure, it wouldn't be that hard, no, but it would
Same
be
thing with that one
boring.
shield in Dark Souls. That would just ruin the game for me because I know myself well.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, in a boss fight or stuff, that's fine, as it wouldn't provide that much of a bonus. I want to kill you. Aw.
It's okay, he killed me too. Damn it, Colonel Splendid.
Seriously.
Damn it.
It smells like there's paper in front of a fire, and it's like just... This is gonna be the last video the ArchMagosArchives ever record, as both their members were consumed in combustion.
Well, I live very far away.
Yeah, but you live in a fire area. So like a
That is true. Way more fiery than Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach isn't terribly fiery, but however, where you are, it is. Actually, like,
He won me, bruh.
where are you?
I don't know. I'm on the ruins.
Oh, that was an efficient trade. Yeah, California is definitely a fire state.
That it is.
It is indeed. But yeah, up to the north where
Damn
you
it.
are is just freaking crazy. I'm gonna charge people and punch them in the face. Should that be the end of the... Want to do one more match recording?
Nah.
Okay, well, see you all next time.
Bye.
You would have had more content, but, well, you heard the nah. See ya. Said